What an incredible victory for Team India. Joining us right now are Rika Roy and Sabah Karim. Sabah bhai, let me start by asking you, there is only one person that we have to talk about, Virat Kohli. The more we speak about him, the less it seems. What a tremendous innings, again under pressure.
Yes, Osama. I mean, we can keep adding a lot of adjectives to his innings in order to describe it, but all of us put together will not be able to say the right words, because it has happened so many times before this as well. It seems that he wants to turn this World Cup into his. I mean, he really wants to make it count, and he's such an ebullient character. It is very clear, Osama, that when he steps out to bat in a run chase, it seems that he analyzes the game before he walks into bat. And once he's there, he knows the kind of innings he has to play. And he plays it to perfection time and again.
Yeah.
This is an unbelievable knock once again from Virat Kohli. He's got 100 in the last game, almost got to his back-to-back 100. Unfortunately, he missed out. But nonetheless, a control innings from Virat Kohli. He knows how to construct a run chase. And I think there's so much to learn from him for all the other batters in the Indian side. How to analyze the game, how to be aware of what is required, what kind of shots to play, whom to target, how to rotate the strike, how to play the big shots. Another perfect example of how to become the master of a run chase. That's what Virat Kohli is all about.
Absolutely. And but it was a little unusual for somebody like Kohli to be indecisive while running, and this basically tells you that he's human after all, isn't it?
Well, because he failed to get to that three-figure mark, isn't it? Otherwise, this was a flawless inning once again. He almost tried in the end. The ball was in the slot. He went for the right kind of shot, but unfortunately, I think the bat turned in his grip, and that is why he holed out to Glenn Phillips at long on. Otherwise, it could have been another marvelous century for him.
Oh, absolutely. Another player, Jadeja, he didn't get to bat much in this tournament. How good is it for, especially for the team, from the team point of view, that he spent time out in the middle?
This is excellent for India. This is what India needed, which means that India has ticked another box. Ravindra Jadeja coming in at number 7 and being involved in that crucial match-winning partnership of 70-odd runs, and that was great to watch. It shows that Ravindra Jadeja, although he hasn't had game time before with the bat, is quite ready to make it count, and that's what Jadeja did. A lot of maturity again shown from Jadeja, and once he settled down, he was able to play some great shots, especially that 6 against Ravindra, the left-arm spinner from the New Zealand side. So I think Ravindra Jadeja, it seems that India with this kind of combination is a very strong side.
When we were talking at the innings break, you had mentioned about this being a tricky chase, and it did in fact pose a very tricky chase to us, and it did require Virat Kohli and his humongous effort to get us over the line. There's a word that he often uses, which is intent. Tell us, which was that shot that was the trademark of the word that he uses, intent?
All that cover drive of Matt Henry stepped out and that hit that cover drive between cover and mid-off. None of the fielder had any chance to stop that boundary. And I think that is a class of Virat Kohli. And as I said, Rika, it is not easy to construct a run chase. And he has done that on so many occasions before this. That is why he almost got to his 49th 100. He knows how to go about runs. I think he relishes this kind of a platform where he knows that if he stays right till then, he'll get his team home. And that is why Virat Kohli is known for his penchant to score runs in this kind of a situation and win matches for his country. So I think once again, I reiterate that the other batters in the side, there's so much to learn from Virat Kohli. Although I think this was kind of a team effort for India. First, Mohammed Shami, that fifer from him, and then the way Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill stretched that valuable 71-run opening wicket partnership, that really set the tone for India. Rohit Sharma once again showing that aggression right at the top. And I think it's also about the mindset, the mind game that you play. If you attack the two main bowlers, Trent Bolt and Matt Henry, it really pushed New Zealand on the back foot, and from there to recover for New Zealand was not so easy.
Oh, absolutely. And when you look at...
Sabah, there's another question I need to ask you about that 6 he hit of Trent Bolt over the cow corner towards the end. 47th over, the chase was nearing its end, and it had got very tight at that time, and it took Virat Kohli to hit a six over the cow corner and then a four to bring some amount of relief to the Indian fans. Tell us about that moment, when he accelerated and he really got us this win.
Well, Rika, he's a master of grabbing these critical moments, and he realized that he's nearing his 100. He wants to finish off the game, but also get to his 100. That is why he had decided that he will go after Trent Bolt. And beforehand, as if he knew that Trent Bolt will try those slower deliveries because there was hardly any pace on the surface. So he's kind of figured out the kind of shot he had to play, and he did that to perfection. Short delivery, he smashed that. That was a flat six. That was a parallel six. And I think that's when he realized that this is the way he can get to his 100. He almost got to his 49th 100. But I think that is why Virat Kohli knows when to attack, knows when to be very sedate in his run chase. And we saw all that today. Against Mitchell Satner, he hardly tried anything. It was only against the other left-arm spinner or against Glenn Phillips that he tried to play the big shot, or against the pace bowler. So whenever he found that there was pace off the wicket and the bowler were trying to either bounce him out or trying to pitch those hard and delivery with some pace, he was stepping out and was able to play such superb shots in his wonderful innings, Rika, once again.
Absolutely, and also the fact that when you look at that Shami's 5-4 in this match, how crucial is that in the context of the game, Sabha?
Big moment for India. At one stage, New Zealand was 245 for 4 with 6 wickets in hand. That's when Mohammed Shami came back and bowled that all-important spell for India. If not for Mohammed Shami decisive spell in the end, New Zealand could have easily reached 305, 310, and then it could have become very difficult for India to affect that run chase. So I think Mohammed Shami in his first game in this World Cup did a great job for his country by picking those 3 wickets in the end to restrict New Zealand to only 273.
Oh, absolutely. A fantastic victory for Team India as they march on 5 in 5. Looks in the context of the whole tournament, it does look like that India will be the first team to reach the semi-finals. Thank you very much, Sabha Karim. Thank you very much, Rika, for joining us on the show Turning Point. We'll be back with more news after the break.